understand the Chase Across America kicks off this weekend. Now, you're ranked number 9th. What are we going to do about that?
Yeah, we're just going to have to...
No pressure.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good about our chances. This is our playoff system. Mm-hmm. We've basically finished the regular season last weekend at Richmond, and we're starting in Chicago this weekend. Races at 2 o'clock on Sunday if everybody wants to tune in. And we feel good about our chances. We've been a strong team. We got good speed. We've had good speed all year long. We've had some bugs and some mishaps here and there, but all you got to do is put 10 good races together right now, and you're the champion.
Can I ask you how you feel right now about Clint Bowyer? Because last weekend, this huge controversy erupted with regards to NASCAR and him spinning out in so-called coded messages and whatnot. I mean, how did you feel about this? Because it happened right in front of you.
Yeah, it was a little odd how he spun and how his car was reacting, and I was sitting there right behind him, as you see, and I told him after the race, I was like, man, if you're going to do that, at least let me go by before, because I almost got swept up in it. But it is something that has happened before. I've actually done it myself at Bristol, Tennessee, several years ago. I had a flat tire, and I spun my car out to get a caution to be able to replace the tire. If I'd have pitted on the green, I'd have lost so many laps and been out of the race.
On your own volition or with instructions from your team?
I decided to do it on my own. I knew I had a flat tire, and I knew I had to make that choice real quick. And that's not something I'd talk about over the radio. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. But what did happen is after the race, I talked about it to the media and basically admitted what had happened, and NASCAR fined me for that.
So you weren't watching ahead of you and thinking, that guy out in front has an itchy arm, it looks like.
No. I just saw, his car was a bit erratic in the corner, and it was odd. It wasn't, what was happening with his car and what his car was doing was just odd. And so I had an idea what was, that after the fact, I was like, oh, okay, it's making a lot of sense.
Is that sometimes like an unspoken rule, something you guys all know is going to happen at some point, and you just kind of like go, that's part of racing, that's part of what we do? Is that?
It's really not. It's not part of racing as much as it's just part of human nature to do whatever it takes.
Yeah. But here's where it gets really complicated, because we're talking about this chase for the Sprint Cup as well, and he's still going to be involved in that because of the way that the penalties worked and the point system and everything else. So how do drivers feel about that? I mean, should he be eradicated from that process?
Yeah, I think that it was odd to me that NASCAR penalized all Clint and his teammates, right? So they penalized them all 50 points, but then he gets to go into the chase back at 0. It just makes no sense that the point penalty doesn't affect him. So I think there's going to be lots of opinions already. I've seen a lot of opinions today on Twitter and social media about it, that people are kind of curious as to how the penalty was decided. But I for one, I can't really. I've got to concentrate on what I've got to do. I can't really worry about that. I'm glad NASCAR did something because they need to govern. The governing body needs to govern.